The following is a presentation of TFNN. Live at TFNN, The Money Masters.
Let's go to Shivan in Boston. Shivan, what's happening, brother?
Watching you both on Tiger TV.
That's a beautiful thing.
I love it. Yeah, definitely it is. Learning a lot from Tiger.
Now, your Money Masters, Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes.
Welcome, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate all you tigers and tigresses growling and prowling out here with us. Right now, we get the Dow down 3, NASDAQ off 14, S&Ps are off 5, gold is down at $20. We get silver off 30, bonds are up a full point. I know I saw Larry at West Marine. He was getting his boat. He was getting his boat shoes.
I don't know.
Getting his life jacket. Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, he was, man.
No.
He's getting a couple of them, one for him and one for his wife. We had
8 days up. 8 days up on the, so one of the things I was showing folks this morning here, what's really pretty wild out here is if you take a look at bonds,
okay,
the last move up, if you just start from August 21st, you count the number of straight days up, you had 9 days up.
Right.
Then you had bonds, we talked a little bit about this yesterday, you had 9 days down.
Okay.
Today is day 8 on the way up. Looks like tomorrow's it, baby.
Hey, listen.
Looks like tomorrow's it. It's going to be making another A to B equals CD down.
Tell me how many days up it went in April and May.
Oh, no, I didn't want to go back there.
No. Move to the left-hand side of your chart.
I was looking at the most recent.
Move to the left-hand side. So if you're in your car driving on the West Coast out here right now, folks.
I love it.
On the left-hand side of that chart from the middle of February going all the way up to June.
March to June. Yeah, it was pretty much a straight march. Almost a straight march. I love it.
Hey, we'll see where this shakes and
bakes. Let me
bakes.
tell you, if that is the A to B point out there, holy cow.
Yeah. Well, what is it? Do that for me.
Oh,
please.
Man. Here you go. Okay. Oh, geez. Well, I'm going to have to really scrunch this chart down here.
Okay, so let's see.
Where are you going to get up? 162.
Well, my number's 160.
There you go.
There it is.
162.
That's an easy thing, man. That's a beautiful thing.
I love it.
I tell you, well, Europe is getting toasted and roasted out here this morning.
Oh, my God. Well, they absolutely, toasted and roasted everywhere. Stock-wise, percentage-wise, you got the DAX off almost 2%, 3.5% in Spain. They're having a party over there, but it's not the kind of party the markets want to see.
They have some social problems, man. There's no two ways about it.
They do, and I was trying to figure out, other than, what was it that instigated the big part of the move yesterday? Because it was kind of doing its normal, open higher, trade lower, and then all of a sudden it just kind of let loose.
Yeah,
right?
It hit.
And so, and then by the time I got back and turned on a little bit of television and hear everybody talking, I was just looking at all the unrest out there.
Yeah,
now, they were really talking in Spain.
No, it was a riot in Spain. There's no doubt about it.
Now, here's the thing, because I'm a bull out here, right? And got dinged yesterday, for sure. And here's what I'm thinking, folks. Because they were talking about using, rubber bullets and stuff like that out there and tear gas. They got the best tools out there. They're called the bulls. They let the bulls run through the streets out there. You want to break up the crowd. Let the bulls out, baby.
Yeah, well, you know what? My take... The bottom line is that it's pretty dangerous, actually, because this reminds me of the Wizard of Oz, right?
Yeah.
And what happens, folks, in any country is that there's 4 or 5 people, maybe a dozen people that are behind the screen pulling the thing.
For sure. And
once the public catches on to it, it's like the game's over.
Yeah. No question about that. It is pretty dangerous out there. It just when you take a look, you step back, you take a look at what's going on around the entire world. You're like,
check out.
Holy cow!
It's intense. So check out Spain, though. This is pretty cool, actually. I didn't realize this. So when you look at Spain, there's you have states like we have in the United States inside Spain. Well, the largest one that is the wealthiest.
Yeah.
Okay, happens to be in where Barcelona is.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And what had happened yesterday is this. So Rojo, who we've been talking about, right? And by the way, folks, we've been talking about the bonds going over it again.
Yes.
Well, Rojo did, if you go back 2 weeks ago to listen to our program, okay, every single day we're out here saying, you know what, he's not going to go for the money, he's going to go for the bonds. Well, that's exactly what happened.
Yes.
Bottom line, he thought he was going to get away with it. He got on the plane from Spain to the UN.
Yes.
Okay? As soon as he got on the plane, now there's a very strong politician up in Barcelona.
Okay.
What's going on there is that he's saying, you know what? We want to go independent.
Okay.
Now listen to this. This is where this gets really wild. The way that the structure is in Spain is that since 1978, only 1978, they put a new constitution in.
Okay.
And since 78, then that northern district has to give money to the feds. Okay. And they're saying, I don't want to do this anymore. Yeah. Now, what shocked me is that this is only since...
And that's because that's a thriving area.
Autonomous... No, it's always been autonomous.
Okay.
That's what blew my mind. Well, this is since 78. Yeah. Even though they've been together for 200 or 300 years. Since 78, this new constitution, they got to send 8% of their revenues in. They're saying, listen, we're not going to do that anymore. Now, the thing that's wild, and this is where coups always take place, folks, is that they always wait for one person to get on the plane and go somewhere else.
Sure. That's right. Yeah. Help you pack your luggage. Yeah.
You know, so there's problems there, and the larger problems, you know, unfortunately, they're all involved in them, and the larger problems, I think, have to do with what you can't do. You know, I opened a business in London. When I was doing, you know, all these tickets. Okay.
Yeah.
I had a lot of bucket shops in London, and I would sell all these tickets to bucket shops and sell them.
Yeah.
Now, this is in 1981. Okay. What happens, I don't know how it is now, but this is what happened then. It would always take 2 or 3 months just to get, you know, a phone line set up. Okay.
Yes.
But the way that the structure was is that if you hired someone, you never could get rid of them. So what I did is this. I turned around and made contracts. Yeah. Okay? And I'd set up the office. Yeah. And then they'd rent the office and contract it out with a certain thing. Because that insulated me from I knew I'm saying to myself, hold it, this is insane. For sure. That, you know, you hire someone and never get rid of them. Yeah. I mean, if the business goes down the tubes, that means you go down the tubes. They'll bleed you forever. Yes. And that's one of the biggest problems in Europe. Yeah. You know, you know, in Spain in particular, you can't, they're wondering why they get 50% unemployment because you can't get rid of anyone. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, imagine that. You know, business goes up and down. If you don't get rid of it,
absolutely.
That means that
yes, no question.
You're going to sell everything, and then you're broke too. Yeah. They're out of their minds.
No question. No question. Yeah. So a lot of unrest out there. Dangerous. Dangerous.
No, it is. It is because
it's not anything that you like to see. You know.
No, you don't. Listen, man. People are starving. Okay. It's not good. Yeah. If I learned one thing about being in Katrina, when people are starving, and you are looking out and you see a person that you know is desperate. Yes. And it's a person just like you and me.
No,
just
absolutely.
No matter where you're listening, folks, I don't care if you've never did one thing that you think is bad in your life, okay? Yeah. Let me tell you something. When the survival comes on and you got to go get food for your kids, okay, it's dangerous.
Well, the rage switch all of a sudden.
It's the look in your eye. It's a survival. It's a survival. Yeah, and that look, man, oh baby, get away from that look because that look is, you know. Yeah. So hopefully they got to do something. They got to do something quick. Well, it's always the same thing. The politicians are a joke. Oh, you want to see a joke? Oh, Tim Pawlenty. Yeah. Oh, Tim Pawlenty. Yeah. Oh, this is the biggest joke in the world. Thank God he's not going to be president. Did you see what he did?
No, I didn't. I didn't.
Folks, this is so far over the top, it's unbelievable. So Tim Pawlenty, okay, he was going to run for president, didn't get anything. Yes. Ended up being the, and you talk about jumping ship. He talk about being, so he was the co-head of Romney's campaign. Okay. He gives his resignation 2 days ago. Guess what he is now? Now he's the top lobbyist for all the banks. This is the guy that's saying the bank shouldn't get any money.
Is he really? Is he really?
Folks, we have the best government money can buy. I mean, this is so far over the top. Yes. It is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Steve, it's sick.
That is. I didn't.
This one.
I don't know.
This is so blatant. It's insane. Yeah. I mean, picture this. We got to get some of this guy's quotes, okay? Because I remember him up there saying, no, well, first off, he was against the deficit going up. Yes. Okay? Yes. Now, of course, he's working for the banks. Yeah. He was against the bailout. Now he's working for the banks. I mean, folks, there's some place that we have to stop legal bribery, because that's what this is.
Yeah.
And it's the Democrats and the Republicans. They're all in it together, man. I mean, don't think for 1 second, that there's a big money pile. That money pile goes into the people.
Yeah.
And, goes into the politicians, and then the politicians take the people to the cleaners. I saw this thing, and I didn't believe it. It blew my mind.
Yeah.
This one really blew my mind, though.
Yeah. And, now, has this made much in the way of press?
It just happened yesterday.
It did, okay.
It's gonna. It better.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. When I first saw it, all I was paying attention to is that, he's jumping ship.
Yes.
That's how I jumped. And then all of a sudden, I says, hold it. What job does he have?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the main job, to basically clean the U.S. citizens' pockets.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's a shame.
Sick.
It doesn't change, though. It's always the same.
It doesn't.
It doesn't change until we change it.
Yeah, that's right. That's my point of telling the story, too. That stick up for what you believe, folks, because and stay with this one blows my mind, though, because we were talking within the course of 90 days. I mean, normally they wait over a year, right?
Yeah.
Pretty wild. Yeah. Let's take a look. We'll get to the market.
This is the market. We're talking about the bigger market.
Oh, man, I'm telling you, man. That is over the top. Some of the high-volume stocks, and by the way, yesterday we did get volume in the small caps once again.
Yes.
Bank of America is down 12. You get Research in Motion up 6. Look at that. Research in Motion is done. That stock is over. Freeport-McMoran's down to 69 cents. You get Staples off 59. Apple, let's see what's Apple. Apple's having a tough time. That could be the first bounce.
Yeah.
So you got
it's trading into my hammer.
Yeah. Oh, it got 6 million shares though. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. It is trade. It's trade into it. It'll be interesting to see how this thing here does trade today. This thing we're talking Apple. So it came down yesterday. Now that's got 2 gaps in it, right? So it's got its first gap was a couple days ago, September 24th. You got another gap today. Yesterday's volume 18 million. Coming into my hammer, Steve's hammer candle. And folks, if what you really want to do is go to there's so much information that we've got, here at TFNN. Go to the homepage of TFNN. First, click on Tom's white paper. The bull market and real estate. In fact, I know that there was, each day there's information about new home sales. I was talking to folks this morning here, but just simply about Uncle Ben's comments when he came out, the specific comments where he's really talking about, he wants home prices to rise. And as long as he's in there, that's what he's going to be making happen. It's what's underway. People just need to be aware of opportunities to be able to, especially put their longer-term funds to work. If they're a qualified investor,
absolutely.
They've got stuff already tucked away in a 401k. This becomes a pretty easy, no-brainer opportunity to invest in real estate, invest good dollars into an inexpensive asset, a class that's going to rise out there. But also I did a special report, and really it talks about hammer candles, and it tells you about when something is disguised, like Tim Pawlenty was, as something else. Go to the homepage of TFN.com. You can download that. That is called Candlestick Silent Signals out there.
Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, all you tigers and tigresses, you stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes that a carefully selected portfolio can lower volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angela O'Brien, First Vice President and Certified Financial Planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
with the launch of Tiger TV. TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With Tiger TV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Ken Shreve, David White, Larry Pesavento, Victor Jones, or Carol Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on Tiger TV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out Tiger TV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investments, and whether you're bullish or bearish on Chinese stocks, the ETFs from Direction Shares are there to help you magnify your perspective. Bull ETFs for a rising market and bear ETFs for a falling market. Direction Shares gives you the tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen, live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den, absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
80% of traders fail because they don't know when to get in or out of a market, and all because no one taught them how to read the signs. You see, the stock market has a universal language called Japanese candlesticks, and each day, the buyers and sellers, the bulls and bears, go to work and build signs. This language has been around for thousands of years, and it's easy to learn. I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of the Money Masters Show, and I'm a master sign builder. Download my free report, Candlesticks, The Speed of Trust, on the homepage of TFNN.com for one of the best-kept candlestick secrets. I'll also be conducting an online course Friday, October 19th, to teach you the language of the market's sign builders. You'll learn the best entry and exit techniques and strategies that will create extraordinary rewards. The course will be archived so you can review it as many times as you like, because trading or investing without learning this language is like running a red light. It's an accident waiting to happen, and there's no airbags or seatbelts. All the details are on the homepage of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Goldfields. For more information, just click the Goldfields banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate all you tigers and tigresses growling and prowling with us out here. Listen, folks, if you happen to be in Florida, coming this Saturday, I'm doing a workshop, myself, Darryl Martin, at the Grand Hyatt in Tampa. It's a free workshop. Nadex is sponsoring it, and bottom line is that if you happen to be there, we're giving away 25 prizes. So your probability of getting something is pretty good. We are going to have quite a few people there, but the bottom line is that if you want a great education, Nadex picking up the tab. Go over to our website at TFNN. We're going to be giving away 5 ounces of silver, half ounces of silver, a bunch of books, bunch of newsletters. And we made sure, the folks, that it's over by 12 so we all can go watch football.
Yes.
But
it's great. I mean, just the education alone. I mean, so it's going to be great education. Some door prizes, that doesn't
That's
hurt.
right.
And you get back and watch some games. I got to see what time the games are on.
I'll tell you.
I love college football.
Oh,
I love college football.
No doubt. There's no doubt. And you talk about a swinging price. Hey, did you see that Green Bay game?
Yes.
So, folks, check this out. The swinging price. They're figuring that the swinging price was $150 million. This is legal gambling.
Yeah.
Now, okay.
Through the sports books in Vegas or whatever.
But guess what? Last night, I was hearing that the headlines was they got killed. They didn't get killed. They won. Because what ended up happening...
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, the swing... Well, the article I read from Vegas yesterday, the bookmaker in Vegas said what had happened is that more people had bet.
Okay.
And so when that came and, the Green Bay lost,
Yeah.
they won.
That's pretty...
Okay, so the swing's dramatic. And, can you imagine... I mean...
for years, because I used to do a lot of business in Vegas.
Right.
It was probably about half of my. Well, I don't say it was half, but it was. It was one of the big areas. Because I introduced some retail products. Introduced some retail products into the casinos.
Right.
And it was really one of the first to be able to take advantage of putting things on their floor that was a retail entertainment only, entertainment oriented product versus a slot machine.
Right.
And so in the evenings, I would usually play poker over at the Mirage, which is right around the corner from the sports book.
Yes.
And I'd rather play poker than I would bet on a team or something like that. I'd rather bet on myself.
No, for sure. Right.
But on Monday nights, because it'd be on Monday nights in the football, and the emotions going both ways, especially towards the fourth quarter when points are being scored.
Huge, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And you'd be there during Super Bowl, and it would be even more intense.
That has to be really intense. Wild.
Yeah.
Let's go to Bob in Jacksonville. Hey, Bob, what's going on?
Yeah, Steve's got a wedgie in those.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it. I'm telling you. Still listening.
No, I know.
Still listening.
That's the beauty.
I'll tell you. Still listening. No doubt about it.
Beauty out there.
Let's take a look at some of the large caps out here. So, large cap, you get Caterpillar down 39. We have DuPont up 18. That's 18 cents, by the way, folks. Big Mac is up 6. We got 20. IBM is down 18. Now Walmart's still hanging up there, up 20 cents at 74.47.
Yeah. Now, if you pull up the IBM chart, there was a day recently here where big volume in it, not any wide price spread out there.
Oh, I love it.
And you're trading below it right now.
That's it.
Yeah.
Look at that. Whoa, baby.
Yeah, it's a caution sign. I mean, it broke a B point, maybe see up with volume, but boy, that day.
But that was driving down. That was Friday.
Day.
See, you know what happened?
Was that Friday? That was options. Okay.
Well, but even so, I tell you, I saw on Friday, right?
Yeah.
There was, I believe what probably happened, too. Well, they shifting the S&P, but whatever it was, let me tell you something. Some of these equities on Friday acted all right. Other ones were like, okay, whatever that trade is, it's a monster trade and it's not good. And see, IBM, this kind of trend that went up. I mean, it went up a lot of, quite a bit. I mean,
it did. It did, and then even took out a swing point, a B point of potentially of an ABC up with volume. So,
and 210 is only its high.
Yeah. So it's one to really be paying attention to. Number one, you got the weighting structure,
big time.
And you've got that sitting out there, and it's going to let loose one way or the other.
One way or the other.
Right.
I told, it was funny. One of the Tigers were saying in the den yesterday that I'm always a bear. And folks, I'm not always a bear, but it just depends on how long you've been listening. I've been a bear quite a while.
Yes.
And I told him, I says, listen, man, I keep trying to swap my food and eat different food, but it all tastes the same.
He's a bull in the bond market right now, folks, and a bull in real estate. You got to kind of put things in perspective.
No, you don't. Listen, I was a huge bull and gold when no one was a bull.
Yes.
I'm a bull in real estate, I'm a bull in the bonds, and I'm a bull in the dollar. Now, the bonds are a short-term thing, 160.
That's right.
The dollar,
for sure.
go long America.
That's right.
Real estate, go long America. Buying real estate, 60 cents on the dollar, I'll take it all day long. All day long.
I love it.
All day long. Give me a break. Copper. Oh, my God. Give me a break. Wait, Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We're going to be right back, folks.
You've heard Tom O'Brien on the air, and you've seen him on Tiger TV, as well as being featured as a regular CNBC guest and contributor, and now you can have access to his expert trading advice each morning through his daily trading newsletter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, gives traders, investors, and money managers a thorough strategy for trading stocks, options, and indices every market day. Market Insights comes out each market day before 9:30 a.m. and provides traders with Tom's daily commentary, opinion, and specific trade recommendations on the markets. Using advanced Fibonacci methods, volume indicators, Gartley patterns, candlestick charting, gaps, and market timing, Market Insights will give you specific trade recommendations including entry, stop, and exit prices. The summer is over and traders are back. Get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. If you're an investor looking for a great weekly investment newsletter, then now is the perfect time to try out Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Every Tuesday, Ken breaks down multiple sectors in his weekly newsletter, Ultimate Growth Stocks, with a full in-depth report including specific trading recommendations within his model portfolio, charts, sector analysis, upcoming economic data, along with intra-week trading updates on newsletter positions whenever the market dictates. Right now, you can receive a full month, that's 30 days, to evaluate Ken's newsletter free of charge to see if it fits your trading plan. At less than $75 per month, Ken provides you with his expert trading advice that can pay for itself in no time. Take advantage of this great offer by signing up for a 30-day free trial to Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks today. Don't let this offer pass you by. Visit the front page of TFNN.com and sign up now. If you're a trader thirsty for knowledge, then we have the perfect event for you. Tom O'Brien will be hosting a live 4-hour dynamic trading strategies workshop on September 29th in the Tampa area. This one-of-a-kind workshop takes place from 8 a.m. till noon and is completely free. We'll even be giving away almost $2,000 in door prizes randomly drawn from those that attend live. Along with diagnostic trading expert Daryl Martin, Tom O'Brien will teach you how to identify and set up your trades using dynamic trading strategies, and Daryl Martin will teach you his diagnostic trading formula, including the strategy, system, and style that gives you an edge in this market. For more information and to reserve your spot today for the September 29th free Dynamic Trading Strategies Workshop in Tampa, please visit the front page of TFNN.com. Don't wait to act, as space is limited. Sign up today. Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate you growling and prowling up with us out here. And, folks, if you do have an interest in the real estate market, we opened a realty fund. It's the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund. You can come over to our website at TFNN. You'll see the banners right there. You can go right over to the website if you like, and just read the white paper under breaking news, and you can check it out. And this morning, of course, the purchase of new homes hovered in August near a 2-year high. And this is, nationwide, adding that the housing market is in recovery.
What's cool about that story, too? I mean, that's new homes.
That's new homes, exactly.
That's not resale.
No, that's new.
It's new homes, and yeah.
And what we're into, folks, is buying houses at the courthouse steps. Whole different ballgame. So if you want to understand how it works, just come over to our website at TFNN. Be happy to get you the information that you need. So,
absolutely.
And, what is really cool is that we're coming into our fall. Well, everyone's fall, I guess, folks, but the weather is amazing down here now.
Exactly.
I mean, we made it through the summer, and now we get 8 months of just paradise.
Yeah. I think, in Florida, we got to stay on daylight savings time.
Oh,
just
totally.
Florida,
No, you're right. Just like Arizona. Arizona does. No, I absolutely agree. Because
that's what we got to get on the ballot.
No, that's a good idea.
There's nothing worse than coming out of here at 5:30, 6 o'clock at night, 6:15, and it's dark outside.
Exactly.
I don't like that.
No, I don't like it either. No doubt. Yeah, as Larry says, we get 12 months of paradise. You do. Hey, listen, folks, we got something special for you coming up next too. Basil's up next, right?
Yes.
Okay, so from 11 to 12, we get Basil Chapman. Larry Pesavento's 12-1. Now, Larry's going to have Arch Crawford on. I'm telling you. I've been telling
you. Because you've been talking about September 29th.
Exactly.
We both weren't sure what was going on. I called Larry yesterday, and he's good enough to go ahead and get Arch to come on and talk about
stay tuned,
September
folks.
29th.
I'm telling you, man. You just want to stay tuned and hear what he has to say.
Absolutely, yes.
Darryl Martin 1-2, David White 2-3, Ken Shreve 3-4, and then back here 4-6. But you get a lot of good information. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah. Now, not a lot of green arrows out here. A lot of red. A lot of carnage out here.
They're all green for me. My kids can finally eat.
You've got really in the IBD section. You've got 2, 4, 6, 7 stocks that are green. That's it.
Okay. So picture this, folks. There's no way. Okay, that Europe. And this is the type of market we have out today. Okay, so Europe is down from 1.5% to 3.5%.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, folks. Our markets don't stay like this when Europe's down 2.5%. Okay, it just doesn't happen.
Yeah, yesterday the big move was in the VIX. Big, huge move, 9%. Looks like we're having another 9% move here today.
Well,
little volatility out there.
There is volatility, and unfortunately, what ends up happening on a continual basis, which really is too bad, people sell too late. You'll get. What I never get is that why people don't take their money. I just don't get it. But anyway, what you'll see, it looks like to me that we're setting up 3 black crows. And what 3 black crows are, folks, is this. We got the first move yesterday. We'll double up this move. S&P's is down 5.5. You'll see that the S&P's down 12 by the end of the day. We'll do the same thing the next day. And a 3 black crows setup is not a great setup. The good news for you bulls.
They like to get tested.
They like to get tested, but they don't have to get tested for months. But they do like to get tested. They come down, they go back up and get tested, and then it's all over as she wrote. Like it looks like it's all over for Apple. So you know what's going to happen with Apple? There's going to be so many people that are trapped at Apple, and the reason being is that they've made so much money in Apple, but now they won't get out. And Apple came down 40 points in 2 days, and people are trying to make $1 or $2 in it. And if you're one of those people trying to make $2 or $3 in it, folks, you better put your stop in, okay?
Yeah.
Because it's going to be one of these deals that, you made $1, $2, $3 on the way up, okay? And it's gone up for so long. But if you're going to take $50 on the way back, well, guess what? It's implosion city. So and that's just a normal retracement. I mean, it
no. Look, for it to come back to 644 is no big deal.
I know.
Which is only another 20 points down there. And
right.
20
points. You get 10 seconds for Apple. Give me 10 seconds. Apple will give you 20 points.
Yeah.
Steve Jobs got to be rolling over his grave. I think he's going to come back. He's going to come back and give Tim Cook a backhander.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Over the maps? Over the maps?
Right.
Yeah.
Ruining his whole deal. Yeah. I'm not even an Apple freak, and I'm mad at what he did.
Yeah.
I just start thinking about that. No, you know why? Because it's like
you're right.
When you think about when you think about Apple, you think quality, period. I just happen to not use them. I mean, I have an iPad, but I absolutely think quality.
Sure.
And then when I look at those maps, I'm saying to myself, what do they do?
Yeah.
I mean, how could you do something like that?
Yeah. Well, those are the types of decisions that do have an impact on your business, like a Netflix.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Netflix thought they were making some type of small change to their system.
Right.
Totally, destroyed the company.
They lost me.
They totally destroyed their company. And in Apple, not saying that's going to be the demise here necessarily, but back in the old days when they just totally kept to a closed system, everybody else just simply left them in the dust.
So picture this. In my business at that point, we had 5 Apples. And I had already gone. So picture what I had done. So this is from 1981 to where we are right now.
Yes.
Picture. In 81, I had some of the first 286s, okay?
Yes,
IBM 286s.
Right.
Those machines cost $5,500 a piece. Well,
Absolutely.
you were making a fortune on them, okay?
That's right.
$5,500 a piece. So I had 8 of those,
yes.
Okay? So we went from those, and, they were great. They could talk. And what was really happening there, folks, it was amazing, is that that's when the DOS software was there. As I was reading, and this is before Microsoft was public. And I was reading in the back of the DOS package. It says Microsoft. What is this Microsoft? And you get these from IBM, but the DOS had the Microsoft.
That's right.
Okay,
that's right.
So I'll fast forward a little. I go from that, and most of those. The thing that's amazing about those is that now they have the cloud, but I was working off a cloud even for all the airlines then. It was really, they were slaves, really. Do you know what I mean?
For sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so went from there. Then I went all Mac, okay? Because what ended up happening, I started doing something else, and it was like, okay, I can do all Macs.
Yes.
They were beautiful, man, because I not only had my whole office set up, and when the kids are growing up, they could do everything they want, and then all the rooms were set up, so the network was set up, so they had a blast, right? Yeah. And then when they turned around and they said, no, we're not going to put this and this on it, I says, oh no, I couldn't start doing the math.
Well, I couldn't
do the math that I wanted to do. And I'm saying to myself, I'd have canned them all.
Yeah.
And then turn around and go back to,
look, even still to this day, it's frustrating because, there's trading software that I run. I'd love to be able to run it on a Mac, on a laptop,
I know.
And my kids have laptops, and they never have any kind of virus problems or anything along those lines,
Right.
And I've got email addresses getting hijacked, and it's crazy.
The difference is dramatic.
Yeah.
And is the difference though that the security is much better? And
I don't know. I think it's a combination of that, maybe because it's just simply there's fewer
it didn't get
apples out there,
and that'll change over the course of time.
But still, it's a more reliable for what it is that we do. It's a more reliable machine.
Oh yeah.
But there's just no way to run some of the software that I have to run.
No, I'm with you.
Pissing me off.
There's no doubt about it. I can see that. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Europe, I guess. Let's see. So Europe closes in another 20 minutes. And Europe is the DAX is down 2%.
Yeah.
The CAT's off 2.5%. You get the FTSE off 3.5%. The FTSE's off 3.5%? No, 1.5%. Okay, 1.5%.
Yeah.
That's whatever the FTSE MIB. Okay. Now, hey, last night, folks, in Shanghai.
Yeah, I know.
Breaking new lows. Breaking new lows.
I know,
okay.
I know.
So we have Shanghai now at 2004. It's 1648. That's the number. And we'll see, volume's light down here. They only did, it's funny, a light volume in Shanghai, folks, is 5 billion. Think about that, isn't that wild?
Yeah.
5 billion is light volume in Shanghai.
Well, so your number, and you're taking a little bit longer term picture, the 2000 price point ends up also just simply being, that to me, that's the area where it wants to head to next. Just simply 1.6 minute expansion of a set of swing points out there.
Oh,
instead of a little butterfly.
Okay.
Where we'll release some information.
Oh, what's great about that? Oh, that's dynamite. Because we know with butterflies, right? Butterflies up or down, folks, can go parabolic.
Yeah.
So that's going to be really cool because at 2004,
that's right.
If it croaks, that's because it wants to croak. I think it wants to croak 400 under that.
Right. Which is good because that's a great place where you're going to get a lot of information.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, it won't be the end of the world, folks. It'll probably be the buy.
Then there will be the buy. That's right. It'll be the buy. In something like the FXI or what have you.
Right.
And the first one failed. You had a just simply, just simply a quick snapback rally. It lasted all but a day and a half, 2 days.
It's going to get interesting here with the dollar because what we have today, folks, is that you get the euro pulling back and the yen's flat. Okay, so if the yen can get a little weaker and go up in price.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. You should. Okay, if you're driving in this car right now, you should see the look he gave me. Like, sure, Tom.
That wasn't I love you look. That wasn't I love you look.
It was I love you look. But he's gonna hit me with one of his horns. Okay, hold on. Let's go over to that. 1 second. So. My King Dollar needs a lot more volume, man.
It does. That's the thing.
It's
been pretty weak play. Now, what I do like about the yen here is it's pulling back into this hammer here, this weekly hammer. But here's the thing. The Japanese government, the finance ministers can come out there for a very short period of time and weaken the yen. But unless they get all the other players, Uncle Ben and everybody else, it's just not going to happen.
They've tried to do it.
Yeah.
Right. They've absolutely tried to do it.
They try.
They've tried to do it, I think, for 10 years, right?
They certainly have really tried during the last year, at least last year, and just have failed each time.
Could you imagine having something that's that strong? You know what I should probably do? I should get
that is the Tiger Real Estate Fund.
It is
right
no,
there.
That is the number.
Yeah. Now you got to just overcome the mere fact that at one point in time, they were when things were great over there, they were buying all the real estate up here in the United States, and they were taken to the cleaners. They of course, the difference there, though, is they were buying at the highs.
Oh, taken to the cleaners.
Versus buying at the lows. Buying Pebble Beach and places like that.
Oh, they bought State Street. I remember I was on State Street when they were buying it. It was like, and then I saw the Middle East do the same thing, and both of them got taken to the cleaners. What blows my mind, these are people that, are all these bright people, and they get in the middle of it, and it's like, you got to be kidding me. Yeah. Oh, this morning. So check this out. This morning, I hear now Neil Kakashyan. That was the guy. That,
from PIMCO.
Yeah, and he's a sharp guy, folks, and he's the guy that wrote the book too.
Okay.
And what the book was is that the banks, basically weren't operating like they should have been operating. But this morning he comes out, and this is one of the parts he was laying. He says, "Hey, it's everyone's fault that the banks imploded." Don't even think about that for a second, folks. The bottom line, it's real simple what happened. What happened is this, is that the broker-dealers, the banks, packaged mortgage-backed securities that were absolutely fraudulent and sold them to everyone. End of story.
Absolutely.
That's exactly what happened, okay? Other than that, okay, that is the essence. It wasn't you and me, okay?
For sure.
It's amazing. It blows my mind when I hear that.
The yous and me's got caught up into the deal of going out there and buying and flipping homes and not having so just creating even additional.
That's right.
Additional flurry and stuff out there. And it was like
no, you're right.
Look at how easy it was to make money.
That's right. And my point there is that there was plenty of other people involved, but don't let a bureaucracy or someone else position you.
No question.
I know that. But that happens a lot with power.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People love to position you. I can't stand it when someone tries to position me anywhere. It's like, really? Because my take is that...
Well, they'll get their heart clawed out.
No. Well, no. My take is that you only know yourself. I mean, you can you definitely know yourself. I mean, other than that, you get the gist of it. But that drove me crazy.
Yes,
because that is in essence, that is the blame game, so that the bankers can keep scurrying along and do it again.
Yeah.
And they will, by the way, folks. Don't listen. I've seen this before. Mark my words. We're going to be on the air 6 years from now, right? And what you're going to see is the same type of situation that money's going to be free again. And when I say free, right now money's free, but you need big credit in order to basically open the door. 6 years from now, 7 years from now, money's going to be free. Well, money will be a little more expensive, and everyone's going to get it again.
Yeah.
Because they're going to figure a way. Someone's going to buy it. I don't know how it's going to happen yet, but someone's going to buy it. Someone's going to push it. And as long as the cart's going forward, it's okay.
Yeah.
Because that's how leverage works.
Yes.
Isn't it? It's crazy.
No, it is.
And all it has to do is go forward slightly, and then it starts working, okay? It's when it goes backward, which we've had for 6 years, that everything implodes because,
we might have to get through this debt bubble here before we get to that stage.
I don't know.
We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll
it's real. But see, the debt bubble to me, I got to write another paper on this because the debt bubble to me has to do with the baby boomers are out here, and unfortunately, we're on the wrong side.
It's so great there's an engine out here to move things forward.
Well, the baby boomers are on the wrong side of the angle. Okay, we're on the deep side of the angle. That 32-year-old crowd to 13, before you know it, 10 years from now, the baby boomers are going to be south. That 42. Yeah. That's going to take care of a lot of debt.
Yes.
Sad but true.
Bring them on.
Yesterday's gone. Tomorrow's not here. What are you doing right now, folks? And don't forget that. Live right now. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, all you Tigers and Tigresses, you stay right there. We'll come right back.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pesavento's new trading newsletter, Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind. In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the forex market, and more. And you'll get the Technical Corner segment, which is a short but powerful weekly training session on trading. You'll You'll get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you just the edge you've been looking for. Try patterns, profits, and peace of mind absolutely free for 2 weeks. Go to tfnn.com and click on the free trial link at the top of the page. That's an $85 value, yours free when you register right now. Get Larry's patterns, profits, and peace of mind and get the edge you've been looking for.
In just December of last year, the price of gold was down over 10%. In today's highly volatile gold market, you need someone in your corner that understands the complex relationships that exist within the price of gold, as well as within a variety of gold equities. Whether it's the South African gold miners and knowing how the rand-dollar relationship will affect their bottom line, or understanding how John Paulson's $5 billion trade in the GLD can move the market, Tom O'Brien gives you the direction you need to become a better trader each week in his newsletter, The Gold Report. With over 20 individual equities covered and almost another 20 on the potential watch list each week, in addition to covering the XAU, HUI, GLD, and dollar, The Gold Report is a great source for any trader that is looking to be diversified in today's volatile gold market. For your 30-day free trial to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report, log on to tfnn.com today. Don't miss out on this great offer. Act now. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to tfnn.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Time is the great equalizer of all mankind. Time doesn't care about winners or losers, who succeeds or fails. Time only cares that you played the game. Question: are you playing the money game? Is your money working as hard for you as you are for it? I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, a daily trading and investment newsletter service, and we're celebrating our 1-year anniversary. In year 1, we generated a 30% profit. Plus, I provided 26 hours of live coaching to my clients. My daily newsletter service is available by 8 a.m. each day and covers the stock, futures, currency, and commodity markets, along with all the current patterns that you can trade. Each newsletter is packed with education, and it's yours for as little as $3 per day. And for the next 30 days, you can try it risk-free. Click on my name, Steve Rhodes, on the homepage of TFNN.com and begin your journey to great wealth today. If you're waiting for a better tomorrow, remember this: today's tomorrow will soon be yesterday, and your clock is ticking. Mastering Probability. Now is your time.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate all you tigers and tigresses growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we get the Dow down 31, Nasdaq off 29, S&Ps are off 9, gold's off 22, bonds up $1.05. King dollar still 39.6. We need more price spread. I gotta get them some good food, man. What do bulls eat? Oh, I gotta get him juicing. That's what I gotta get.
Yeah, there you go. we graze. We graze out in the pasture, you know.
Grazing. I like that. That makes sense.
A nice, fresh,
Yeah, no, that's
spinach, little
Popeye.
Kale, cucumbers.
Popeye. Did you ever like Popeye?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I
love Popeye.
Absolutely.
That was a great cartoon, man.
Yeah.
What was the girl's name? Popeye and remember?
Yeah. Jeez Louise.
And Pluto? Was it Pluto?
I always love
olive oil. Thank you.
That's
olive
right.
oil.
Yeah, how could you?
How could I forget olive oil? I love olive oil.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, absolutely.
I do. I absolutely love olive oil.
And I love humor. You know, humor is, I think, is one of the greatest things. Nothing like laughing hard.
Oh,
you know, especially sometimes you just, just really laugh hard. You know, your gut hurts a little bit.
Yes.
And, I remember the very first time I heard Abbott and Costello do Who's on First. You know,
exactly.
To me, that's always one of the great scenes out there. Dirty humor, guys like Buddy Hackett.
Okay.
He was always pretty funny out there.
Yeah,
right. So seeing him, just other great, love.
There's no doubt.
And we always send the white light out to folks that are sick or what have you, right?
Right.
And the importance is always being able to change your state and what you're focused on.
Absolutely.
And so when somebody is hurting and somebody is sick,
right.
what you ought to do, folks, just simply go out there, and bring them, videos of just humorous things,
right?
Whatever it is, just write down all your favorite humorous things. The movie Taxi, not the movie, but the show.
Okay.
Taxi. Remember?
Oh yeah,
Taxi?
I do remember that. Yeah.
I know they had Reverend Jim on there, and he was out, getting his driver's license,
right?
And he was sitting over in one spot, asking the guys, like, what does a yellow light mean? And they would say, slow down. So he would say, okay, so he was like whispering, what does a yellow light mean?
Yes.
They would say, slow down, and he'd be shaking his head, what does so just different scenes like that.
You got that perfect then. No, you did. You did.
So it's one of the best things that you can do for somebody that's ailing.
Oh, listen.
It totally changes their, no matter how difficult their life might be, get them to focus on humor and laugh.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny how the chemical reactions in your body, and your mind, right?
Oh, just totally.
It's pretty
even
cool.
with somebody, and I've done this before. If you've had people maybe work in an office and somebody's got a headache,
right?
And if you want them to get rid of that headache, all you've got to do is just get a couple people, get them around, and start massaging their body.
Yep.
And their whole, after a minute or two,
something on. Right.
After a minute or two, the headache really dissipates.
Yeah,
that
totally makes sense.
And the cool thing is, it just shows you the power of your own focus.
Yeah, it does.
What you talk about, each and every day,
right?
And just the importance of, making the right decision. Just make a decision.
Yeah. No, I know.
Which is so crazy about we see all the unrest around the world. It's just a decision.
It is.
Wrong decision.
And they've made a lot of bad decisions.
Yeah.
For a long time. That's where this has come down to. That's Hey, we were just okay. I'll tell you. We were just talking about it. Okay, so you got the nutcase from Iran. Talking at the United Nations today.
Another bad decision.
And what's really bizarre about this, and I heard Howard Dean this morning on this, and there's no doubt about it. So think about this for a second, folks. He's talking to the United Nations. It's Yom Kippur.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can picture two different things with this. Number one, if they did it on purpose, they're out of their mind. But if they did it anyway. They're so stupid. It's like, oh, really? These people are running the world. They want to run the world. Think about that. That is a setup beyond belief.
Anyway, insanity.
We'll stay with the markets, folks. But I'm telling you, man, I had it with all of them. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. You stay right there, folks. You got Basil Chapman coming up, Larry Pizzavento, Daryl Martin, David White, Ken Shreve, and back here.
Take care, folks. See you in the morning.